Good afternoon, everyone. Small cheer and great welcome makes a merry feast by William Shakespeare. It is my pleasure to welcome you all for this wonderful session. It gives me immense warmth and great pleasure to invite our Management Director, Trustee, and members, and also Principal Dr. Geeta Rani, Dean Dr. Revati, and our Organizing Secretary Dr. Sabita, Head of BCom CS. I would like to extend a special welcome to our resource person, Mr. U. Peter Sahaya, Vice President, Ashiana Housing Limited, Member of Board of Studies, Advisory Council to Management Institute. Next, I would like to welcome our student participants and teaching colleagues to this webinar. So you can start now.
But where is the screen? Screen is not moving. Only one page is opening. The rest is not opening. Can somebody else try? I will log out.
Sir, now you can start, sir.
All right. Good evening, everyone. So, after some technical challenges, we are live now. So, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to uh, the college authorities and also the Department of uh, Corporate Secretaryship and the faculties here, the students here, for taking time off and be part of this discussion. I hope I will make the next one up pretty interesting. I got a couple of videos to share. I'm sure you guys will enjoy the presentation along with it. All right, let's move on. The slide. The next slide. So, coming to what is greatness? Greatness is the quality of being great, distinguished, or eminent. See, you would have heard this word greatness quite often in your life. People very casually use the word "you're great," "you're fantastic," "you're doing really superb." But what is really the meaning of great? We don't know the real meaning of great, but we just simply use it in our normal day-to-day life. But the actual meaning of greatness is being great, very distinguished, or being someone who has greatness distinguishes themselves from others, sets themselves apart, and truly eminent in their field. Can you just click on the video, please? Yeah, play it. Okay, I think the technology again failed us. So let's carry on with our yeah. Go on, please. Go. Let's go to the next slide. Next slide, please. So coming to the what make people great. What are the characteristics? Because see, if you look at people who achieve greatness in life, they leave a track, they leave a path. So you follow them. You if you track the path that these people have taken to achieve greatness in life, then there is something that they have left behind as a lesson for every one of us. The first lesson that I have learned in my life is create a vision. Without a crystal clear vision of what you're going to accomplish, you won't know where to start. So, unless you have a vision, you will have a problem to start. Where to start? When to start? How to start? Is it which is the biggest problem for you? So, first thing is to have a vision. What you want to achieve in your life. What is that you want to do in your life? People with great vision are the greatest achievers in their life. You take anybody, whether it is Bill Gates or even our local empires like Shiv Nadars or anybody, even the local businessmen. They all had a clear vision, what they want to do. It was the vision which helped them to start. Okay, yeah. The next one. These people have turned adversity into advantage. What is adversity? No, they they would have failed in certain aspects of their life. They would have uh, they would have met failures in their life. Some failures may be small, some failures may be very big. They would have collapsed. I've known people who have economically collapsed, had nothing in their in their pockets, not even a penny. But they've also risen back and have become great people in their life. The stories are many. Many people have done that. There are people who had tried several times, several businesses and failed and have succeeded. Every entrepreneur, for information, every person who succeeded uh, do not know the success formula when he started. So they were doing a lot of things. They failed in many things. But in the every failure, they learned and they converted the adversity, the failures into advantage, and used that as a stepping stone to grow. The next, cultivate a champion's mindset. Think like a champion, behave like a champion, walk like a champion, talk like a champion. You are a champion. Just to tell you, friends, there are about 800 crore people in this world, right? Every person is different. God has created every one of us different. None of these 800 people are same. Even a twin born to the same father and mother, within 2 seconds different, or have some differences. Otherwise, the father and mother won't be able to differentiate between the two children. So there is a difference. There is something. There's a purpose for which God has created us. Everyone can be champion. There is nothing like I'm not a champion. I'm not a born champion. Everyone is a champion. Everyone has a mindset, has the ability to become a champion. But for that, you will have to start thinking like a champion first. Think like a champion. Walk like a champion. Speak like a champion. Then you will automatically become a champion. Next one. Hustle means sacrifice, sweat, hard work, long days, and crazy determination. You know, some of the biggest guys, the founders of Flipkart, the Bansals, when they left the organization, when they sold the company, each one of them had just 5% each, and this 5% was worth about $1 billion, about some 6,000 crores. They Nothing happened overnight. They struggled. They struggled. They worked very hard. They sweat. They went to the field. You must be seeing a lot of advertisements of a company called Baiju. Baiju Rajendran is a guy who toiled in the field. I know about him personally. Toiled in the field. Worked. He went to schools in the beginning of his career. When he started Baiju's, he went to the schools personally, spoke to people, tried to push his product. Today he is a billionaire. His company is worth about 10 billion US, which is roughly about 75,000 crores in Indian money. But he went through the sweat. He went through the hard work. He could have had sleepless nights. Otherwise, people cannot succeed. You must have heard a lot of people saying that I hardly sleep. We sleep for about 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, 6 hours, or 7 hours a day. People have to sweat, have to do extra work to succeed in life. There is nothing like, I hardly worked. It's not like a ticket where, a prize where suddenly it happens to you. It's not like that. You have to work very hard to come up in life, to exceed success in life. Next. This is why I said you'll have to work very hard. Okay, you might be spending sleepless nights, burning midnight oil to succeed in life. It's also very important. You have to master your body. You should know about your body first. Unless you are able to understand your body, you will not be able to use your body for working towards success. Your body is a vehicle that helps you, allows you to do what you want to do in your life. If the body is not there, you cannot achieve those things. So you need the proverb says sound mind in a sound body. So you will have to ensure that you have a very strong body. So master your body. You should know when to take rest, when to push yours a little more. There are times I've also spent, maybe a couple of days spending very less time on sleep. But I also know that on the third day I need to take considerable rest because I won't be. If you don't take a rest, the next day I'll be in trouble. More. Practice positive habits, my dear friends. Positive habits are very, very, very important. Negative thoughts will never take you anywhere. Negative thoughts will never take you anywhere. Negative thoughts will only kill you. Negative thoughts only will create a negative, uh, you know, uh, uh, vibe around you. People will stay away from you if you don't have a positive habits. Positive thoughts and positive habits are very, very important. You have to have, uh, see for example, there are a lot of people who have generally, uh, if they want to wish you good morning, some people say good morning, some people say good morning, some people say very with a louder voice, good morning, man, how are you? So that's some of the and if they see you, they talk to you like as though they know you for a long time. You might be a stranger to them. I may be seeing a person for the first time, but the way I talk, shake hands with him, or the way I talk to him, I will show that I know you for a very, very long time. So it builds, it spreads a lot of positivity among the people around you. So positive habits are good. It is very, very important, and you don't lose anything by having positive habits. Next. Yeah, successful people commit to the goals, vision and goals. Okay, I said vision. Have a vision. Goals. Your goals can be long-term goals, can be short-term goals. Okay, you can create a goal for 10 years. You can create a goal for 5 years. You can create a goal for 1 year, and so on. You can have a see the long-term goals can have a lot of short-term goals. For example, if you have a long-term goal, you can have five different short-term goals into that. So, like you must have seen people. I'm sure most of you would be watching the cricket matches, particularly the IPL season is going on. In those things, if you look at the end of the match, if you in the interviews where the captain, winning captain or losing captain, whoever is asked to speak, they said, how did you win this match? They say we took the match, power play for the first five matches, 5 6 overs. We had a strategy, and the next for the next middle overs we had a strategy, and the final overs we had a strategy. So this is a long term goal is to win the match. They had maybe 3 4 short term goals in between that. The power play is about 6 overs in the beginning. Then they have a middle overs. They had then the spinner when the spinners come on to bowl. They had a strategy for that. Then they finish. So long term goals may have a lot of short term goals, and short term goals are very important to ensure we have the achieve the long term goals. Have long term goals, and also divide them. Know how to divide them into short term goals. That helps you in achieving success. Next. You have to persist until they achieve them. Persist. Never give up. Go the extra mile. Failures are part of success. Accept it. You may have one failure, you may have two failures, you may have 20 failures too. But if you're going to give up, oh my God, everything I'm doing is ending up in failure, and whatever I'm doing, I'm touching. I'm an unlucky fellow. I fail in everything. Then that is not the way forward. Don't expect everything to be smooth. Like Indian roads, you will have a lot of potholes in your efforts. We don't have a national highways everywhere. In some places the roads are pretty bad. You will have obstacles. Maybe your friends, your relatives, your neighbors, your the close confidence might put some obstacles in your path. Never give up. Persist till the end, till you achieve your goals in life. Next. You have to take responsibility for everything. The buck stops here. Don't pass the buck to somebody else. Say the buck stops here. Everything. I take responsibility for my failures. I take responsibility for everything that is happening here. Take the responsibility. When you start taking the responsibility, then you have uh, uh, understood that you are on the right path. Because if you push it away, saying that this is not my the buck doesn't stop here, you just throw it to somebody else. This is your job. You do it. This is not my responsibility. Then you are on the right path. If you only take your responsibility and say, okay, this is my responsibility, and accept, say the buck stops here, then you are on the right path, because that is where you set yourself and say, okay, I take responsibility, and therefore I know what I should do, what I should not do. I make corrections to the mistakes and then go. If you push it to somebody else, then you don't learn anything in that, and therefore you are not on the right track. Next. Of course, we already covered this. They work hard. There is no alternative to work hard. Work hard is work hard. Some people might confuse it with smartness. No, work hard is hard work is hard work. Smart work is different. Hard work has to be there. You have to do hard work to achieve success in life, greatness in life. Attitude and success are contagious. So be around people who have succeeded in life. Be with them. Study more about them. One of my bosses once said, read more about autobiographies. What is autobiographies? Where people have written about themselves, okay, after succeeding in their lives. So these people have captured about their failure, their success and failures in life. I recently read about the book written by the founder of the Nike shoe company. I don't remember the name of the chairman of the company, the founder, but I recently read. So it was a beautiful book to read. So right from it is almost about 400 pages. It took about a week for me to read the entire book. A very interesting book to read. So read more about them. Be with them. If you have people who are successful, be around them. If you have people who are successful, if you know about them, be around them. Try to learn more about those people. Read more books about autobiographies. Autobiographies are books written mostly by successful people, not by the ones who failed. We don't buy them, right? If a person who failed is going to write an autobiography, will you buy it? No, we will not buy it. So autobiographies are written by people who have succeeded in life. Go and buy those autobiographies. Or take it from the libraries. Your library must be having a lot of those copies. Read them. They help a lot in creating a good attitude among you. The success attitude. Go on. Next one, please. Learning is a lifetime exercise. Okay, I've done my BCom, I've done my MBA, I've done my engineering. Okay, I'm a great, nothing like that. Every day is a learning. Every day is an opportunity for learning. Yesterday was not like today, and tomorrow will not be like today, and the day of tomorrow will not be like tomorrow. Each day is different, my dear friends. You have to learn to adapt yourself to each and every day to win that particular day, the today, to win tomorrow, to win day after tomorrow. You have to learn because what you learned yesterday is not going to help you today. Learning is a continuous exercise. It's a lifetime exercise. It doesn't stop by just getting degree. In fact, my dear friends, I should say that you might be in the college, but your actual learning starts only a step out of the college in real life when you start working for the organizations. When you go and meet different set of people, your real learning starts there only. Therefore, learning, never stop learning. The moment you stop learning, my dear friends, you become irrelevant in this world. So learn. I learn every day. There are experiences which I learn every day. The lessons I learn every day will always help me. My dear friends, please understand, you will never get many opportunity to make mistakes. You can make mistakes once, maybe twice, but don't expect your bosses to give you opportunity to make mistake the third time. Mistakes are an opportunity to learn. Learn from the mistakes. Don't repeat the mistakes. Which means if you repeat the mistakes, it means very simply that you have not learned from the mistakes earlier. Never stop learning. Learning is a lifetime exercise. Continue to learn forever. Learning maketh the man. There's a beautiful saying, learning maketh the man. The more you learn, the more you learn, the more you read. Okay? Reading maketh the man. The more you read, you become more a perfect person in the world because you get a lot of knowledge. So keep learning, keep reading. Of course, reading also helps you learning a lot in your life. Next. Yeah, we have covered this. They make a lot of mistakes in life, okay, and learn from them. You can never find a businessman, okay, who has never made a mistake. I'll tell you the story of Bill Gates here quickly for you all to understand. We all know Bill Gates as, we all know, the Bill Gates is one of the greatest billionaires of this world. He has been a software giant. Okay, we also how many know about the success and failures of it? He started in a garage, and he made a lot of mistakes in life. Uh, and there are so many people. If you look at, you go to any businessman for the matter, you go to any businessman, ask him, has every business of yours succeeded? They would say no. They also would have failed a lot of failures. In India, typically, I don't know about the world statistics in India. Uh, there is a statistics which says that after 5 years, only 10% of the business survive. For example, if there are 100 businesses started this year, if you track this 100 business after 5 years, only about 10% of them survive. Less than 10% survive. 90% of them fail. Why? These are all people making mistakes in the businesses. Okay, so a lot of people successful people make mistakes, and these mistakes are are stepping stones for them. Only when you make mistakes, you can learn from that. But also, I would like to say, my dear friends, you will never be able to make mistakes lifetime and learn from that. So there are certain things where you can make mistakes and learn from that, but there are also opportunities for you to learn from others' mistake. That is a very, very important thing. Maybe I would say 1%, 2%, you make mistakes and learn, but 90% learn from others' mistakes. That is very, very important. That is where the reading, a lot of book readings, a lot of materials readings will help you a lot in understanding what people did, where they failed, what are the lessons, and how do I adapt it to my life. More. Make a big bet. Think big. Okay? Make a big bet. Next one. Make a big bet. Dream big. Don't think small. Okay? If you want to start a company tomorrow, think I'm going to create a $10 billion US dollar company. Think like that. That's the vision. That's how people have worked. You might be able to succeed. You sometimes you may be failing also. But let us start with a big vision. Nothing wrong about it. Let us start with a big bet. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. You think that I'm going to tomorrow I'm going to become president of prime minister of India. I'm going to change the country forever. Think nothing wrong about it. Absolutely wrong about it. There is a saying which is aim for the stars, you might land in the moon. Who knows? You might want to become prime minister. You might become a chief minister. Who knows? Or at least become a minister, right? So nothing wrong. Think big. Make a big bet in your life, because when you think big only, you might be end up doing a thing which is smaller than that. Otherwise, it will be very difficult. If you think small, you'll achieve smaller than that. Next, never quit. I've covered this the past two. Never quit. There will be hundreds of failures in your life. The everything that you do might be leading you to troubles, lot of obstacles on the way. Never give up. Never quit. Never quit. Just stay focused. Stay focused. The focus is very, very important. Most of these successful people achieve, who have become great, achieve greatness in life, uh, they stay focused on what they're doing. So all these obstacles will become a stepping stone for them. Okay, so the focus, I'm going to do this, I'm going to become an so there are some people I know who says that I'm going to become an IAS officer. Okay, there are some people, but they might be from a very, very small background. You think, I'm sure some of you would have read news items where you have seen the son of a auto rickshaw or a servant maid has become an IAS officer, or from a remote village, a tribal girl has become an IAS officer. A story about a tribal girl from Kerala who has become an IAS officer. There are also stories of people without proper vision. They have become they can't see properly. They've got some blindness. They have become an IAS officer, IRS officer. How? They had the focus. They said, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to quit. Come what may. They would have faced umpteen number of obstacles in their life. Nobody would have given them a red carpet, my dear friends. Nobody would have given them a red carpet. Nobody will give you two. Today, you are in the college. You are pretty well secured. Your parents are paying your fees. Okay, so you come to the college, study. Your teachers are taking care of you. They give you the classes nicely. They tell you which book to buy to read. They all sometimes help you out of giving you nice notes for the examinations. The world is not like that. When you come out, you'll be facing a lot of obstacles. So those obstacles, try and use it as a stepping stone and achieve success. Never quit until your goal is achieved, until what you set to achieve in your life is achieved. You may take 1 year, 5 years, 20 years, 50 years, but you will have to work on that. Never give up in the process. There will be a lot of problems. Maybe you will face physical problems, you will face financial problems, you might be facing a lot of other issues, other problems. Never quit on because of these things, because these are stepping stones for you. Obstacles are stepping stones for you. Use it like that. I'll tell you a story of a donkey. Okay, so a donkey falls into a pit. I have nice videos actually to show you. Unfortunately, we're not able to play those videos. So there was a. I'll tell you the story of a donkey. Okay, there is a donkey which fell into a big pit, about say 20 feet pit. The owner of the donkey comes and tries to pull the donkey out of the pit, but unfortunately, the donkey. They were trying for a long time, but the donkey became a bit weak. And therefore, they stopped. This donkey is not going to survive. We can't take it out of the pit. Therefore, let's put some sand into the pit and then close give it a decent burial. So the villagers, they start pushing the sand into the pit. What happens is when they start doing it, when the sand is goes to one side and they start filling the other side, the donkey slowly move to the higher side, then the other higher side, other higher side, and finally when they almost fill the pit, the donkey is out of the pit. Use it. It's like a stepping stone. So if the donkey never tried that, all the mud would have fallen on top of that, and the donkey would have died. If the donkey can do that, why not us? There are several lessons that we can learn from some of these moral stories that are around us. So never quit. Use the obstacles as stepping stones, my dear friends. Go on, next. Yeah. So this is similar to the earlier thing I said. Unbroken. Uh, there will be a lot of people who, uh, you know, uh, they give up. They the situations break them up. They may be very strong, okay, mentally, but then sometimes we're all human beings, right? We're just made of flesh and muscles, okay. So sometimes we also break. So I've seen a lot of people around who sometimes give up and then they break up. I would like to relate one story here, my dear friends. I don't know whether the story is going to be very relevant to you in this context, but I just want to share it with you. In an African desert, two animals, one a leopard, or we can say or a cheetah. You can use the word cheetah, and a hare. They start a day, okay, or a deer, you can say, okay. So a cheetah and a deer for our easy understanding. So cheetah and a deer. So cheetah starts the day, uh, thinking that they should run faster than a deer. Otherwise, they will end up the day fasting. They won't get anything to eat. So what does the deer think? I should run faster than the fastest cheetah in this forest, African forest, to survive the day and be alive the next day. Just you look at the different situations. If the cheetah breaks up, oh, how am I going to run today? I'm already a little bit big. If I'm not going to run, I'm not going to. The cheetah is not going to run faster than a deer, then he's not going to get the food for the day. And the deer not going to run faster than the cheetah, then it's not going to survive for the day. So Your goals is to survive. For the cheetah to get a food and fill the stomach. For the deer to survive the cheetah and then live for the another day. That's the goal. So whatever be when your goals are set, you will when the goals are set and you are focused on achieving the goals, nothing can break you. Nothing can break you. uh, the same muscles and flesh can create great achievers in the life. You know, great people in this life. But the same flesh and muscles also are responsible for a lot of poor performers. Though they had a lot of opportunities to grow to achieve greatness, they never did that. Yeah. Next. Excuses are one of the worst things that a person employs. All great people never have excuses. They never give excuses. They can tell you. I can honestly tell you that excuses are never in the dictionary of any of these great people. Never give excuses. Don't create a situation where you have to give excuses. For example, in simple example, if you have to be in the college at 9 o'clock in the thing, ensure that you are there at 10 o'clock. Today there was a heavy rain in the morning from 8:30, 8:45 to about 10 o'clock. There was a heavy rain. So you should know. For example, in a typical college day, there's a heavy rain, and you even when there's heavy rain, you should ensure that you reach your college in time. Excuses will never help you. And mind you, my dear friends, once you start developing the habit of giving excuses, you are inviting uh, tragedy, failure in your life, because excuses are very comforting in your life. Excuses help you to escape a situation. When somebody asks you why you didn't do this, what happened here, you give some lame excuses. You know why? Because it happened because of that, this, and something. So the once you start doing that in your life, what happens is you get used to the syndrome of excuses. The syndrome is very bad. It's not good. So never get into excuses. Never create a situation where you have to give excuses. Get it done. Okay? Avoid excuses, my friends. Next. Yeah, see, uh, just to say in Tamil, there is Tamil, they say, Tanimaram Kada. There is, one person cannot make an island. So, uh, not every one person cannot make a team. So, in many efforts, you need, for example, if you want to play cricket, you need 11 people, okay, in the team. You want to play football, you need a set of people. You want to play basketball, like that. Every life is also a game. To achieve greatness in your life, to succeed in your life, also you need people, good people, a solid team around you. So always build a solid team. Professional life, team is very important. In our organizations, we emphasize on building strong teams. Strong teams are very important in achieving success and greatness in life. Without strong teams, you will never be able to achieve anything great in life. Your weak teams will pull you down. So it's very critical. We have a lot of you know uh, um, uh, uh, yardsticks by which we always recruit the right kind of people for the right kind of job. So we call it as top grading. Okay, that's a kind of system we follow in the organization to get people, right people on the right jobs, and to get the best people for the team. Because if there are some weak links in the team, then the teams will not succeed, and therefore we always need a great team. So build a winning team. Winning teams are very important to achieve greatness in professional life. Yeah. Having said a lot of things about achieving greatness in professional life, I also wanted to, one give last word of that. Great people like Warren Buffett, uh, Bill Gates, Shiv Nadar, then Asim Premji, they have donated a lot to the people. They earn a lot of money. Okay, they also have given a lot of money to the people. They they had opportunity to make big money in their life. They have seen a lot of people who are struggling in their lives, who do not have proper food, proper shelter, proper health. Okay, so these people are giving a lot of things back. So this attitude of giving back should be there with you. Only those people are great peoples. In your professional career too, when you grow up in your career, it's very very important that you develop a habit of giving back to the society. You have to contribute something back to society. You know, Times of India runs a initiative where giving back to society, where people can go and teach in the schools, in certain places where the poor people live. So you can also create something like that. That's why we have a corporate social responsibility. We have a CSR activity in our organization where we fund a lot of we create schools for the poor workers in our organization, so that their kids can go to school, because these laborers are migrants. They come from one place to another place, and therefore different. For example, we have a lot of BREs and UP people from Uttar Pradesh, Orissa coming and studying here. For them to go to a nearest place where they'll be teaching in Tamil and English, it will be difficult for them to learn. So we have a Pulvari school system where we give a lot of money back to the people and educate them. And this is a part of our organization CSR initiative. So if you want to achieve greatness in life, this is also very very important. You have to develop the habit of giving back. Only then you complete the circle. So otherwise the circle is not complete. There'll be a small link missing that. So I would like to quote one. I had a lot of videos for you to play, because videos also scheduled as part of the presentation. They're supposed to take about 20-25 minutes, but then the videos are not playing, so that 25 minutes is gone. 20-25 minutes is gone. This is these stay hungry and stay foolish is a immortal words of Steve Jobs. Uh, I want to give you a small story of I don't know how many of you have read about Steve Jobs' life. Okay, Steve Jobs was born to an unwed mother. Okay, Steve was born to an unwed mother, and when he was born, his mother decided to give him in adoption to a graduate parents. The condition for adoption was the Bill Gates is available for adoption only to a graduate parents, so that they have to give an undertaking saying that they will send Steve Jobs to college education. Okay, but unfortunately, when the list of people who had requested the hospital authorities for adopting a kids, when they heard about the opportunity available, they said it's a boy, and we were looking for girl, we don't want a boy. So many of them who want to adopt dropped it because they wanted a girl. So one parent came and said, okay, we'll adopt him. But unfortunately, that parents were not college graduates. They are not very well off. But there is no since there are no takers, the unwed mother gave Steve Jobs in adoption to this uneducated parents. So because they have given a word to Steve Jobs' unwed mother that they will send him to college, these people tried their level best with whatever economic the money they had. They sent Steve Jobs to the college, but unfortunately they could not fund his entire education. College education in the US is pretty expensive. So he dropped out of the college. He could not pay the fees, so he dropped out of the college. He had no money to eat. You know what he used to do? He used to collect the Coca-Cola, those tins, cola tins, and for so many colas, tins he collects and gives to the shopkeeper. He gets about some 5 cents, and with that he used to eat, but the money is not sufficient for him to eat. So he used to walk 7 miles in a week, once in a week to Hare Rama Hare Krishna Foundation, which is about 7 miles from the college. He used to stay in the college in one of his friend's room. Okay, he was not able to afford a individual room. He can't pay for it. He could not have food there. So he used to go to walk 7 miles to go to Hare Rama Hare Krishna Foundation and ISKCON temple, I think nearby. And he used to have one full meal there. That's only once in a week he used to have that privilege. Otherwise, he used to go hungry for most of the days in the thing. Then he started, Apple, and he was younger CEO. And unfortunately, what happened? The investors in Apple threw him out of the company when he was hardly 30. Okay, then he went and created the first, movie, animation movie, and later on, that animation movie company was bought by Apple, and with the conditions that Steve Jobs will be made as the CEO of Apple again. And that company is called Pixar. Pixar is made the first movie, animation movie in the world. So he again become the CEO of Apple, and the rest is history. Today the phones alone of Apple sells for about 300 billion US dollars. 300 billion US dollars is that one phone. The iPhones alone sell for about 300 billion US dollars. 1 billion US dollars is about 7,500 crores. You can multiply 7,500 and 3,000. 300, I'm sorry. So that gives you the amount of volume of sales these people achieve just for one phone. So he has achieved greatness, but he has a word for you all. Stay hungry and stay foolish. Why he is saying stay hungry? Because only then you will, learn more. Stay foolish, you will learn more. Otherwise, if you say, okay, I'm full, then you will not learn more anything more. If you say, I am wise, you will not learn. He says, be a fool, only then you will learn. If you think I am wise, I know everything in this world. Many of us have the habit. Okay, sometimes I also have it. I don't have to learn because I know everything about this world. I know everything about my job. I know everything about what is going to happen. But he says, be hungry, be foolish, because only these two things can make you learn more. Unless you learn more, unless you have that appetite to learn more, you are finished, you are done. Go on. Next, please. Yeah. So there's a good video about a lion. Okay. So I'll close the talk with the story about the lion. We all know lion is the king of the animal kingdom, right? Okay. But we also know that lion is not the tallest animal. Lion is not the largest animal. Okay, there are big animals than lion. It is not the heaviest animal. We have got the elephants and a lot of other animals which are bulls, which are heavier than this. It is not the very smartest animal. Okay, and it is not the very intelligent animal. But when it shows up, everybody runs. Okay, it is not the tallest, not the largest, not the heaviest, not the smartest, not the intelligent, but it is the king of the animal kingdom. So the size does not matter. Being tall or small, short does not matter. Okay, some of the best batsmen in the world are short people. Sachin Tendulkar, Sunil Gavaskar, Brian Lara, they're very short. They're not tall people. Okay, and so you don't need to be tall, you don't need to be large, heavy, very smart and very intelligent to be a king. What you need is you need to know all these greatness steps which I have told you. Follow that religiously. Ensure that you set your goals paka. Break your long-term goals into short-term goals. Follow people who achieve greatness in life. Those things will help you. Whatever I have mentioned here, follow them. Take a notes of that. Every look at that. Put it in your, paste it in your, in your wherever you, maybe in your workplace, okay, or at your home, or in the mirror, okay. Put them there. Just wherever, when you get up in the morning, wherever you go frequently, read about that. I'm going to be a great person. Just put it there. I'm going to be a great person today, one day in this world. And to be a great person, I'm going to follow all these things in my life. If you follow, put that and keep following it every day. Practice it. Make it a habit. Winning is a habit, my dear friends. Winning is a habit. It doesn't come just like that. Okay. Winning is a habit. Develop winning as a habit. Okay. And attitude comes from belief. Okay, comes from belief. The lion, the king says, "I am the lion says, I'm the king." The belief, and therefore it shows in the attitude. It walks like that, like a king. Please start believing in yourself and develop the right attitude, very positive attitude that you are a winner. Believe in yourself. I am one among the 800 crore people in this world God has created with distinct capabilities. I am born to be a winner. I am not born to be a loser. I am going to win. I believe in myself, my creation. I am created by God to win, to be successful. And then after successful, to give something back to the people. Okay, so with these words, my dear friends, unfortunately we are not able to play those videos, but they're fantastic videos. I had about 5 videos. Okay, so if you want to reach out to me, here are my contacts, and if you have any questions, there's a way I can take questions. I can take questions. Thank you very much. I would like to express my sincere thanks to Dr. Rahila, Department of BCom, Corporate Secretaryship of the college, and the principal, the chairman, correspondents of the college for the opportunity. Thank you all once again.
So students, in case you are having any queries or doubts, you can put it in the comment box.
Aishwari Lakshmi says, "Thank you, sir. Thank you."
Students, the webinar form has been posted in the comment box, so please fill it. So the feedback form has been posted in the comment box, so please fill it. So I now request Bruhita to deliver the vote of thanks.
Out of thanks. Good evening to all. As all things come to an end, so is the webinar. Gratitude is not only the greatest of all virtues, but the parent of all others. On behalf of our department, BCom CS, I take this opportunity to propose vote of thanks to those who have contributed to this webinar on how to achieve greatness in professional life. At this outset, I thank our chief guest and resource person, Mr. U.P. Satyaraj Sahaya. We are really enlightened with your knowledge and presence. We are thankful to our honorable management, director, and trustees, and our principal, Dr. Geeta Rani, for her motivation, and our dean, Dr. Revati, for her enthusiastic support. A special thanks to the organizing secretary, Dr. J. Sabita, head BCom CS, and the teaching staff for their unflinching support and coordination. My heartfelt thanks to our students for their active participation. Thanks you all and all.
Sir, students are asking some doubts.
All right. Contagious. Reshma has asked a question. What is meant by contagious? Is something like, okay, uh, uh, contagious means it spreads. Okay, it spreads. Like we say, corona is a contagious disease. It spreads from one person to another. So if you have a positive attitude, it spreads from you to the people around you. Okay, it creates a vibration, it creates a vibe, positive vibe. Contagious, it spreads among people around you. So it's so for example, if you there is a where people are quiet, you walk into a situation, you a room where people are quiet, you go and crack some joke and make everybody laugh. Okay, one person laugh and everybody starts laughing, right? So goodness or positiveness is always it's a contagious thing. It spreads among it spreads from one person to another. That's contagious. Lakshna says thank you, sir. Thank you, ma. Hope you all enjoyed the speech. I would love to hear your feedbacks. You can post your comments as how much you enjoyed that. Okay, are we done?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Kirtana Venuraj says, thank you so much for your motive speech. Friends, I just take one more minute. I'll give a small story. Okay, see, there is uh, the frog, Tawakkale, the frog. Okay, the story of a frog. This frog uh, in a in hill areas, it rains very often, right? The weather is always cold, so therefore, how they dry up the cloths in hill areas. Typically, the old style is they have a big drum and they put fire under that. And when the dry drum becomes hot, they put cloths on top of that and take it out. Okay, so there'll be a lot of frogs around it, in those in hill areas and forest. So when they leave after all the work job is done, there will be still some heat in the drums, or even when they are putting fire into the drums, slowly it heats up. So sometimes what happens is some frog jumps on top of the drum and stays. Because of the weather, initially the frog feels very comfortable sitting on the drum. Okay, then later on, when the heat comes up, the frog has got a gel, in that legs. The gel gets stuck in the drums. It cannot escape. Okay, many of us, why I'm saying this story to you, my dear friends, as a closing remark, is many of us are in the similar situation. Very few have that situation to break. Many of us are very comfortable in our life because of our parents, because of society, because of friends. They give us, everybody wants to make us comfortable. Very people question us. That comfort is a first uh, stage for failure in life. It might kill us. Don't be like a frog sitting on that drum. You'll get stuck. Come out of your comfort zones. Go out and explore. It will have a lot of risk, but risk, in one of the Tamil movies, they say risk is like a rusk. Okay, take a risk. Only then you will succeed in life. So I wish you all a great life and achieve greatness in a professional life. And I would love to meet you all sometime when you achieve great in your life. So once again, thank you all for the wonderful opportunity. I'm sure my speech would have given you some kind of motivation to succeed in life. Thank you once again.
Students, feedback form has been posted in the comment box. Please fill it.